done an SF insertion that took out Niagara Valley air defences. We've also done another mission that basically picked off all the heavy equipment around the Rassman airfield. So we softened up Rassman airfield, ready for an attack. Alright, and what's holding that right now is just a company strength, so a reinforced company strength of Republican Guard infantry. Okay, we've also seen that they all hang on stubbornly, but lack overall coordination and control at larger than squad tactics. Right, so don't forget this enemy SF have been noted by human intelligence sources. They are raising a local militia, so keep an eye out for them as well. Right, so the Pakistani forces are now making liberal use of mines and booby traps in the AO. Okay, you're going to see it if you just come across mines and booby traps and IEDs. Note the position, mark it on the map, and just manoeuvre around it. In some cases, engineers personnel, look if you can think you want to disarm the booby trap or mine. Look at the way the mine is being placed on the ground, and you'll have to think about which way the tripwire would most likely face. Right, this is just a software sort of note here. So if you see an IED next to a tree, or you see an IED or a POM-Z or a bouncing Betty, say 2 meters away from a tree, chances are that tripwire will be attached to that tree. So you move around the opposite side, get down in your guts, and you can crawl up to it and disarm it. So just a note for you there, Wastelander. So if you come across any mines or IEDs tonight, it's your job. Okay. At a later stage, if we need to clear mines, but I think we'll just manoeuvre around them if we come across them. Okay, righto. Placing odds on a two-sided attack tonight. As you can see, the mech FUP and the tank FUP, those are the axes of assault we'll attack the airfield from. Essentially, the mechanised forces will attack the airfield from the west, and the tanks will support their move. Mission. OCB Combat Team Striker is to attack and clear Rassman airfield in order to provide entry point for follow-on forces and subsequent occupation of the objective area. Execution 3-phase op. Phase 1. Okay, we'll move to the individual form-up points, slant FUPs, 1 and 2, and then synchronise our step off to objective. Phase 2. Conduct a coordinated attack from the west and the southwest. A smoke fire mission will be dropped just after step off, i.e. when you leave the FUPs. Limit the fratricide and unnecessary destruction of the logistical assets that will be needed at a later stage. Focus on dominating the airfield centre first before mopping up the surrounding area. Fratricide basically means friendly casualties such as civilians and destruction of civilian infrastructure. So that's what fratricide is. Okay, phase 3. We'll consolidate our own positions on the airfield centre, and then we'll move off to the surrounding areas to deal with local militia and Rassman and make sure the SF and any militia with them is cleared out. Mission is considered complete when the Rassman and airfield are devoid of enemy troops. Administration. Weapons once again are set to personnel role, and you have all the equipment you need to complete the mission. Basic respawn system we've been using and first aid. You can respawn at the start location. If you do respawn at the start location, there's a couple of ATVs there you can make your way back into the field on. I don't think we're going to have a mobile headquarters tonight because we haven't got anyone allocated to that role. So if, for instance, one of you gets killed halfway across the airfield, rather than jumping in an ATV and driving all the way up and just jumping out the ATV and rejoining your squad, I would like you, as an individual, to jump in the obvious MHQ there, bring it forward, and deploy it to a rear echelon area, say the airfield fence near the junkyard over towards the west. So that will just save us any dramas at a later stage, and then if we can, we'll bring the MHQ up to the centre of the airfield if you find yourself in that position where you bring the MHQ up. Okay, ammunition, you can pick it up from the back door of the strikers or the MHQ ammo box when deployed. Command and signals. Okay, location of headquarters is grid 012-112 near the township of Nur. Order of command will be the platoon commander, mech inf commander, tank leader, striker leader. Now the platoon commander is not being filled tonight. Mech Inf commander is 86, so he's the man who we're calling the shots on the ground. After that, be myself, and then the striker leader, which I think is Josh or Goose. Be Goose.
Goose.
Right, infantry team comms. So when you first start the game, I need you guys to access your ACRE menu, go into your 343s and switch them to channel 2. Company comms, such as say the chit chat between the striker and the tank, will be in channel 1. Whether that be vehicle radios, 343s or 148s, doesn't matter. Just channel 1. Okay? That's probably the radio comms we need to set to before we kick off from the start location back at the headquarters. I'll have a quick think about that. I'll ask questions in about next 30 seconds.
Okay, so just confirming Alpha team will be on channel 2.
That's correct.
In terms of commander comms, who will be handling comms between Alpha and command if we're on channel 2?
Okay, so you'll have a 148 and a 343 issued. If you need to talk to me or the strikers, you can just switch to your 148, which will be preset to channel 1. You will actually hear both radios. You just need to switch your radios to talk to the those commanders. So bear in mind, myself and the striker crew will have patience. If we call you up asking for something, we'll realise you have to wait for a few moments to switch your radios over. Okay?
Yeah, easy done.
Yep, so that answers that question. More questions?
Based on the softening that we did last week, that means we pretty much eliminated most heavy targets, is that correct?
That is correct, yeah. We are expecting infantry and possibly any remnants of any hidden equipment we may not destroy. There may be, like, we can't be 100% certain we've destroyed every last piece of heavy equipment, so don't disregard it. You may come across a tank, you may come across a jeep. We can't tell that for sure. It'll be if it pops up, we'll deal with it on the fly. We have, when you have any tank men in your team, you've got 2 AT gunners essentially. You've got my tank and you've got Goose's striker.
Roger that. That'll be it from me.
Okay, good, no worries. Alright, any questions from you, Goose and Josh?
No, I'm good.
No questions.
No worries, okay. Alright, any questions from the floor?
Dusty.
How come I haven't come to the mission yet? What's going on? I'm still on that screen.
There's tyres floating in midair. Well, one tyre.
Yeah, it's still map screen as well. I guess load us one at a time, eh?
Yeah,
I'm
good. I'm in.
I'm not.
Is everyone else getting the red chain?
Yeah.
Could be the server. Because remember how that dodgy start? Go back, get out the open line.
Hey, Haney, is that a clock? But it's smaller. Look, it's a cat, it's smaller.
So, red team, if you've got your STHUD working, that is Fear, Big Black, Cougar and Wastelander. I'm going to get you in an echelon right of the striker. Xerxes, Anus, X and Goro. I want you to the rear of the striker along the road. Once you move up, scan your left, scan your right, make sure any targets that you see, hit the depth radioed in, we'll come to a stop and we'll engage at will. Is that clear?
Roger.
Clear.
Alright.
So you're good to roll out, slow movement.
Roger, will we be in support or will we be taking the lead?
You'll be taking the lead.
Roger, rolling. received.
Tango, you got to move at a crawl of 3K.
Joe, this is Josh, you hear me over?
Joel, this is Goose received.
Please be advised if Jelly's trying to contact me, that's a big negative.
Second 80, I can't hear you.
Gunner, 3 o'clock. Scan.
Jelly, this is 86, do you copy?
Strike
Joe.
T1 receiving loud and clear, Jelly. What? Yeah, no, I did.
Joe, this is Josh, you hear me over? Yeah, Joe, this is Josh, you hear me? Over.
Right side of the building.
This is Zerx, you want me to dismount Humvee?
Negative on the Humvee.
We jump in the Humvee or just stay with it?
That's correct,
Clear,
jump in the
boys.
Humvee, mount up.
HQ's linking up with Highness.
Copy, no more room, over.
Copy that, sending a strike up to support you. I want you to move right flank around that and get eyes on that vehicle. Clear it out.
Yeah, roger that.
Right, continue on.
Humvee, I get you to move around the left flank.
Joe, this is Josh,
Get
you
the
hear me
high ground.
over?
HQ, this is Strike Team 1, coming over.
HQ, this is Josh, do you read me over?
86, this is Jolly on channel 2, can you hear me?
We got one guy in
Copy
this
that, Jerry,
vehicle,
that
mate.
vehicle.
He's just sitting there.
Roger, I can hear you, I'm going to shift back to, I'm going to try my, tank radio on channel 2, stand by.
HQ, this is Josh, do you hear me over?
Here you go ahead.
Yeah, we've got eyes on one guy just sitting there. We're right to engage, over.
Stand by, moving Humvee on the left flank, crossfire just in case. Humvee, I'll get you move 50 metres forward along the ridge.
Joe, this is Josh, ready to check over.
I don't know where Tank is.
Shut your mouth, dude.
Okay. In the meantime, until we hear otherwise, we're proceeding. Alpha team, we have Xerxes, Heinous, X, and Gobo. Check your maps for 1 Alpha. Bravo team, B,
Not
Black,
saying.
Gouda, and Wastelander. Check your points for 1 Bravo.
Yeah, not saying much. Yep.
Alright, I'll remark.
Same.
See.
Yeah,
Josh,
Josh,
Goose,
Roger.
receiving, over.
Okay, confirm Marcus.
Same.
Okay. Alpha, we're going to move short of 1 Alpha. We hold.
Sorry, 86.
That's alright. Bravo team.